Hello everyone, it is me, the KFC. We're back with another video. This time we're doing a Reactsponse on the Halloween Kills teaser we just got. Now, a few months ago, we got a Halloween teaser when it was announced that they were going to delay it, the film's release to next year, which does still sting a little bit, but hey, like, I am excited to see Halloween Kills, and I'm sure we could wait just one more year, especially since Jason Blum just said that they are definitely going to release it next year. They're not going to delay it anymore, so I'm excited to see that movie, especially after rewatching Halloween and Halloween 2018, like, in the past few weeks. And I had a feeling, I was like, they released some tidbits for us last year at Halloween Day, so I was thinking they're going to do the same thing this year. There was no doubt that they were going to, release something for this month, and they just did, especially because I'm pretty sure there was this panel for like this Blumfest Halloween Kills panel. Now, I didn't watch it unfortunately because I didn't follow that at all because I was watching a movie, but like, I'm now upstairs, I'm now ready to record my reaction to it, and honestly, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what it has in store for us, and hopefully, I am hoping we get some awesome cool stuff here, just a little more tidbits. But you know what? I'm I'm not I'm sure it's just gonna be something for fans to speculate about. But yeah, let's watch it right now. Oh,
Next
we
Halloween,
see a pumpkin.
when the sun sets
Oh, that's some nice shots
and
of
someone is
Haddonfield.
alone,
Oh, the shape.
he kills.
Oh, we see more. Ooh. Oh, Tommy Doyle. Oh. Oh, Michael's breathing. Oh my goodness. What? What the? Oh my goodness. I'm just taking in what I just saw. Those were very brief seconds, but wow, there is a lot to unpack here. There is a lot more stuff. It's a lot more it's not condensed. This time it's a lot more packed with a lot more stuff here. And honestly, that's great to see that we at least get a few more tidbits and stuff. I don't expect a trailer until, probably in June, maybe even May, but I think this will suffice for now because oh shit. Like, oh shit. Like, what the heck did I just see? What did I just see? I'm still wrapped up upon what I just saw with Michael killing that guy brutally. And you know what? Now that I just saw it, time to analyze it.
A few moments later.
Already, so I just watched the teaser again, and I gotta say, like, I did notice a lot more stuff, so now that I did, let's look more into it. Alright, so the first thing I noticed was that at the beginning of the teaser, I heard a little snippet of the grind track from Halloween 2018 when Michael was trying to break, like trying to get inside the bunker. So I heard a little that part in. Now, the first thing that we see in this teaser is that we see a pumpkin, and obviously these teasers are probably gonna always start with like pumpkins now. Like, I will say it is surrounded by skeleton props, and that could be kind of like a little message to us, like Halloween is basically the day of death, basically, since the shape has came home again. He has killed a lot of people. He's ready to kill so much more. We also get a monologue by Lori where she's basically saying that on Halloween night, if you are alone, then Michael Myers, or actually, as I should call him, the shape, will kill you. We then see some shots of Haddonfield. Like, I will say it's very quiet. It's very quiet and very eerie, especially with the music that is playing. Like, that music is putting me on edge a little bit. And then we get to hear something walking, and then it turns out it's the shape. And as we know, the shape always walks in the darkness looking for someone else to kill. And we cut to a next shot where we see Michael picking up the mask. Now, I don't know how he got that mask off, actually. My guess is that after he got out of the burning house, he was attacking a bunch of firefighters, just like brutally killing them. And then there was this one guy, maybe a few guys, that were putting up a good fight, like even managed to take off his mask, but obviously they die. Now, I have this little theory. While the mask is not going to be fused to his skin, as Jimmy Champagne once suggested, I have a feeling his face has become so deformed and so messed up because of the heat of the fire. I think it's going to, if this is true, the designers might make a face that embodies the face of evil, the face of death, all that. Like maybe we'll see a skull, or maybe it'll be like covered in darkness or something like that. Like I really think we're gonna get something like that. We're not gonna get like a really great look at it. We're gonna get maybe some glimpses of it. But if they do go with that idea, then oh my goodness, it's kind of putting shivers back behind my spine, like of the ideas the filmmakers can think of. And then we see a clip of which I just reacted to so much, where we see Michael literally just brutally murder this man right here. And I don't know how he did it. It's probably, he probably got a new weapon or something. Maybe like took a knife from Laurie's, house or something like that. Or maybe he equipped himself with a new knife from like when he broke into someone's home. But oh my goodness, like what we can see is like a guy's blood is spraying like across the screen, at least of what we can see. And wow, I can't describe it very well because it's just so badass but so terrifying to see. Like, oh my goodness, this guy is not messing around. He is more bloodthirsty than ever. Like, my thinking is that because Lori just like, tried stopping him from killing, his blood is almost boiling. Not now, it isn't as far as rage, but it's very close to it. Just almost there, but because he's an emotionless force of evil, he can't feel it. But still, regardless of that, he is out for more blood, just ready to, just continue unleashing the evil inside him, just like, just keep killing everyone, but even more brutally. In fact, I remember hearing that John Carpenter just said that it is the most brutal Michael Myers we have ever seen on screen. And I think the most brutal Michael Myers that we've ever seen on screen has to be the Rob Zombie films, because he was really brutal in that, especially in Halloween 2 when he cut off a guy's head off. Just by seeing that clip alone, it looks like he's gonna rival Rob Zombie's Myers. Yeah, so the cinema is gonna be a little terrifying when we see Halloween Kills, so yeah. Alrighty, so the next shot we see is of Laurie, presumably in the hospital, but then we cut to a shot where we see someone running in the darkness away from the shape, which we could see farther away from the shot near, like, a truck. So I don't know who this person is. Like, I really don't know who it is. Now, it could be a little dream sequence when like Allison's just like imagining the shape like attacks the truck they're in, kills everyone inside, and like chases her to chases her like in the forest or something. Then he like catches up and kills her, and then turns out it's just a dream. That could be how the movie could open. It could be Allison because it does look a little bit like Allison, but I think it's more likely to be Lindsay Wallace, because based on the pictures, and even like I'm pretty sure was Lindsay Wallace in that clip that was released like last year. She has like a little gray jacket, like darker gray jacket, and she looks pretty young, and it looks like she has black hair, so like long black hair. So it could be Lindsay Wallace who has now encountered the shape, and now the shape is going after her. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to her here. We then see a callback to the first Halloween where Michael slams his hand against the car windows, and the person in there is Marion Chambers. Now, like in the behind the scenes footage back last year, we did see like a part where Marion Chambers was within the car, presumably for like an action scene in there. So obviously it's now confirmed that she does encounter the shape and he's attacking her in the car. So yeah, as I said, it will be interesting to see how some of these characters from the original film, whether they will survive. Like, I do have my doubts about a few people. In fact, I'll get into more of that by the end of this video, but yeah, that's a little interesting to see Michael just go after many of the people that he did encounter at some point 40 years ago. We also get a shot of Allison and then Karen. Now, before I get to the next shot, like I will say that recently Judy Greer has just said that the character of Allison in this film has been greatly affected by the events of Halloween 2018. In fact, because of those events, she's now very, as she put it, bloodthirsty. Now, this is interesting because that could possibly mean that she is ready to go after Michael Myers, like go after the shape. This time she's going to help destroy it after they failed to do it in the previous movie, but she is ready to just full on fight it. So, especially since that the town is now ready to rally against Michael Myers, it will be interesting to see Allison just rallying them all up to fight against the shape. And we will see whether her really big desire to kill the shape, we shall see if that will get the better of her. Now, we also get another shot of what I presume it is Lindsay Wallace. So, if my previous prediction is true, then we get 2 clips of Lindsay Wallace in this teaser. And we also see someone loading a gun. It could be just some random person, but it also could be Tommy Doyle. So, or maybe even Lonnie. So, we shall eventually see with either with new clips or with new trailers. Now, there have been some people who've been asking for the blue light to come back in this movie, and I'm pretty sure I did hear the filmmakers did say they will incorporate the blue light in some way. Now, the mask of Michael Myers here, it looks a little blue, almost like it's midnight or something like that, The mask looks a little burned. It looks a little like damaged from the fire and all that, and possibly from the people that have been fighting against him. It looks a little terrifying, seeing the shape just go after so many people, and yet it's still standing. No matter who crossed his path, he is not stopping his desire to kill him. That just makes him very terrifying. Now, this is an interesting one, and I know I keep saying interesting, but that's because many of the clips shown here are pretty interesting to look through and think about. We get a shot where Laurie and Karen are surrounded by a bunch of people, and what I presume they are doing is looking out a window now. What is going on here? Haddonfield is like gonna rally up in this movie, but what is the context here? Because like Laurie's just screaming Michael, and they look horrified almost. My guess is he is killing someone right in front of them, or maybe it's Allison who's about to die, and then like Laurie's just like ready to, just like face against the shape. That's how I see it. It could be different, but I mean, I don't know at this point. Like, I don't know what the context of this scene is, but it is, fun to just think of some ideas that could happen in this movie. We also get a badass shot where we see Tommy Doyle holding the bat, just ready to hit Michael with it. That's just going to be so cool, and I just can't wait to see that on the big screen. It's going to be so awesome seeing Tommy Doyle, like, just fill in the role of Laurie and just, like, whabamo, just ready to fight back. And then we get a clip where we see the shape just busting his arm through the glassed windows and grabbing someone around the neck and seeing someone scream in horror like, dang, he is ruthless. He was already ruthless in the previous one, but seeing him in here, he's just more ruthless. So that makes me even more excited to see Halloween Kills and see how I will shit my pants in the theater. I'm really excited to see how the kills are handled here, because I think they had a great balance of on-screen and off-screen kills, so it'll be interesting to see many of them in this film. We also see someone running. Now, I don't know who this is. It could be Lindsay Wallace, but it's really hard to tell who it is. It could be Allison. We then see a shot where a bunch of people, who are surrounded an ambulance are now united, just like rallying, just like, it looks very similar to like the protests in 1968 where they were basically saying the world is watching. So I'm really getting vibes like that, and it really does show that Haddonfield has had enough of the shape just killing everybody in their town. They've had enough of that. They're just like, we're not taking it anymore. We're ready to fight the shape. And that's actually one of the most coolest ideas that was kind of set up in Halloween 2018, because many of the people were just in shock and disbelief that something so bad has happened to them. Like, I mean, yeah, 3 murders, 1978 wouldn't be considered that bad now, but still, it's like a very small town, and while many people kind of did get over it, they can't get over the recent murders that they had to deal with. So with the town united and it's, very terrified and just really shocked sentiment, that will eventually transition to anger and fear. And honestly, that is something I really want to see and I really can't wait to see. And the final shot is of Allison, screaming. She's obviously screaming at the shape. I mean, what else could it be? But I will say, like, she's on the ground and it looks like she's still outside because in the background you could see some leaves. So there's that. And also, her forehead is a little bloody. Like, I'm guessing she like just went up to the shape, just beat it up and all that. Maybe Cameron tagged along with her and they just like, I guess they were just running together, just like looking after a shape, and then just the shape would just come out of nowhere and maybe kill Cameron in front of her. Like, that could happen in Halloween Kills. I mean, that's what I think. Like, maybe that'll happen. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what is exactly happening, and that's the magic of trailers. You speculate and think, what is going to happen in this movie? I really don't know where it's going. It's very possible that maybe Lori and Karen are like, no, maybe they just found her, like the shape just came out of there and just like is, maybe the shape killed Lori. We don't know. I have a hunch Lori is possibly going to die either in Kills or Ends. Like Kills, it's not looking good for her in Kills, although she has a higher unlikely survival in Ends. But yeah, so like that's all I got to say about the teaser. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the content we got in the teaser. It may have been almost 40 seconds, but with the amount of stuff that we've seen, it really is a lot to pick apart and look at what is exactly going on. And it makes me really hyped for what we're going to get in Halloween Kills. Like, it does suck we have to wait one more year, but you know what? With all the stuff that we got here, I'm sure it will keep us busy along with some pictures until we get a trailer. So, yes, I'm just excited, especially after seeing that. We're gonna see the shape be so much more brutal, so much more ruthless, so much more terrifying, just being a much more eviler force of evil, Like, I am excited for that. I'm excited for Allison to take up the lead role to fight against the shape. Like, I can't wait for like to see many of these characters return, It's just, it really is great to see Lindsay Wallace, Lonnie, Tommy Doyle, and Marion Chambers, and a few other characters come back for this movie. It really is going to be a very big and probably very long movie. So I'm really excited to see that. It might be, by how I'm seeing it, this could be like the Empire Strikes Back for this trilogy that we have here. Like Halloween 2018 was the reintroduction. This one is where Michael, or the shape, is a lot more brutaler and we see a lot more kills. And then Ends is where they probably definitively kill the shape. So yeah, that's all I got to say about the teaser. And like, I will say, I'm sorry that I've not gotten the Halloween Kills like prediction video done. I know I said this last year that I was going to do it, but don't worry, I'm now working on it again. I'm now working on the script for that video, so should expect it next month. I guarantee it will come out next month. So anyway, that's all I got to say, and probably by the time I finish editing this, it'll probably be Halloween. So if that's the case, happy Halloween.